Cause of concern, a bit of stress in the fourth quarter post demonetization. The overall economic growth looking lower from last fiscal year at 7.1%, and hence the Union Finance Minister today, while discussing 3 years of NDA government achievement, also addressed the concerns from the media, saying that in spite of the global pressure, Indian economy is well on track. The opposition, though, hitting out, starting with the Congress Vice President, who also tweeted earlier saying that country should realize the GDP and jobs have suffered under the Modi government. He also said, and in that tweet, what you can read on your screen, failing hashtag GDP, rising hashtag falling hashtag GDP, rising hashtag unemployment, every other issue is manufactured to distract us from this fundamental failure. Here are some reactions coming in, starting with the Union Finance Minister.
डीमोनेटाइजेशन के माध्यम से अर्थव्यवस्था की एक पहलू ऐसा था जिसमें सरकार ने एक नया नॉर्मल, न्यू नॉर्मल क्रिएट किया, और जो एक व्यवस्था थी कि बहुत बड़ी एक कैश इकोनॉमी जिसमें पैरेलल इकोनॉमी, शैडो इकोनॉमी चलती रहेगी बिना किसी अकाउंटेबिलिटी के, उस व्यवस्था को समाप्त करने का एक बहुत बड़ा कदम उठाया। जीएसटी के बाद और डीमोनेटाइजेशन के बाद जब उस तर्क में कोई दम नहीं बचा, तो मैं पिछले कुछ दिनों से ये देख रहा हूं कि जॉबलेस ग्रोथ है। अब जॉब्स इकोनॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर के बाहर क्रिएट नहीं होते। अगर आपकी अर्थव्यवस्था बढ़ती है तो स्वाभाविक है फॉर्मल सेक्टर में भी होंगे, और इस देश में तो इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर में और बहुत तेजी से होते हैं, क्योंकि किसी के पास उसका इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर ग्रोथ का इतना डेटा ऑथेंटिक नहीं होता, तो इसलिए ये शब्दावली का प्रयोग आरंभ हो जाता है।
JDU is shocked the decline in the GDP. There were very high claims. The Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Commerce and Niti Aayog that the GDP will cross 8, new jobs will be generated, and it will be the biggest and the emerging economy of the world. But we are shocked to hear the statistics from the statistics organization, and it is really very shocking.
Taking an attack from the opposition, let me go across right now to Rajiv Dubey, who is joining us from Business Today. Now, Rajiv, we've discussed this earlier as well. Major tax reforms, a thumbs up. We've also seen global volatility, and in that terms, Indian growth is on track, is what the finance minister said. But jobs being a big dampener, and that's what the opposition is questioning. What's your take on the recent growth numbers?
So I think, we should be happy that we've got away lightly. I'm surprised that, everybody is saying they are shocked by the numbers, because the numbers, even the government has been consistently saying, is not going to be the 7 to 8% growth, that 8 odd percent growth that we had been experiencing. One quarter was going to have an impact on demonetization, and we should be happy that we got away lightly, rather than every economist saying that it will be at least 2% dip in GDP. Forget about a dip, there's still been a growth of 6.1%. Aren't we happy about that?
Absolutely. But Rajiv, here is the point also. When the opposition is attacking the government, have they also forgotten the kind of global volatility that UPA government faced as well? But and at the same time, there is a silver lining, with the government claiming that rating agencies which have been talking about cautious optimism for Indian economy, Moody's saying specifically that there is a silver lining, India continues to be bright spot. So facts are still on the table that India's growth is on track.
Yeah, I think by and large, if you look at the global environment, the global economic environment, and at a time when the world economy is growing at something like 3%, I think 7% is not a bad growth to go with. And even if we continue with 7% on an annual basis, I think we are slightly better off than the world economy.
Yes, Rajiv, thanks for joining us, for getting us perspective. India's growth pangs is what the opposition is saying. Indian government saying we are on the right track. Demo fears are over after the fourth quarter. Global agencies are also posting confidence in India.